I ended up in Santa Cruz the other day, but it was not the intent of the trip that I took. I took a trip because I didn't want to mail Elon Musk's final birthday present through the mail because they said it was too fragile. Here's a picture of what I had gotten from Pin at her store, and so I decided just to do a little day trip, go down there, check things out, drop things off, and see what was going on. Well, it was a surprising trip, to say the least. So when I do things, it might seem crazy to some people, but I have found that I have to test everything out. So I wanted to find out, why was I so much in support of Elon Musk and Tesla? Well, I know the answer to that. It's because the young one in my life is, and so I kind of like believe what he has to say these days. But I also wanted to check out the SAP process. SAP is the programming that Washoe County uses, and I had heard some really bad reports about them. Well, come to find out, that report was pretty biased. I talked to another person that works in a different department, and her, suggestion was that their system was not being utilized to its fullest capacity in the payroll department. Well, guess what? That's the same thing that was going on with the Atlantis when they transferred from wonderful Infinium to my estimation horrible GHR. I really don't like these website payroll systems. They're just not so functional as far as I can tell. But I'm in old school because I like the AS400 and I like the green screen entry, etc. Sometimes, as I was explaining to the young man in my life, new doesn't necessarily mean better. Old does not necessarily mean obsolete. Sometimes change really isn't that great. Well, I kind of got my answer on Tesla. They're very secure in nature, and I understand why. When you have somebody that's rich and famous, who can you trust to come in and actually be on their side? That's a tough one. I did go into SAP, and when I got in there, I didn't really have anything to say. So we turned around and we left, and later I found out it's just as well I didn't speak because my assessment was incorrect. So in order to make this trip not completely fruitless and meaningless, we headed down to Santa Cruz, a place that has some memories for both of us. We went to the wharf, and as we left, I kind of whispered something to a lady, and later was asked, "What did you say?" And I said, "That animal, whatever it's called, sounded just like my ex-husband, Mike Weatherly," which, by the way, it did. Reminds me of my ex-husband. Okay. So we made it a short trip, and I realized that I don't want to live in California. Their drivers are crazy, and oh, by the way, they're exporting them to Nevada. We are becoming a place that's very difficult to live in. But regardless, I discovered after the fact, thanks to a couple of doctors here in the Reno area, I found my brain surgeon. I found my neurosurgeon, Dr. Jenli Waters. Guess where she works from? Santa Cruz. Yes, and so I contacted her. I sent her off some music. I sent her a thank you letter. I will be revising a song called "You Are the Surgeon of My Life." You know, Stevie Wonder's "You Are the Sunshine of My Life." Because I want to say thank you every once in a while to people that really do care. And you know what? She is a caring doctor. She's also one of those brilliant people that keeps her hair short, probably so it won't fall into the brains of the patients that she has. Thanks, Dr. Waters.